We play and call it work.
Hey there guys, welcome to this week's Rules You Got Wrong, X-Wing edition. So we're going to be going through the rules that you guys put out for the X-Wing episodes that we placed. I think it was 31 and 32.
Yep, episodes 31 and 32. So jump right into it. This is Rebels vs. Rebels, Combat Maneuvers, episode 31, Wrecked. At 6:30, you don't get to fire the extra turret shot until the end of the combat phase. All of the ships get to shoot before you.
Yep. So that was for the
dorsal turret.
Yeah.
With the Ghost.
Yeah.
And having the shuttle dock to be able to shoot that. So yeah, that is at the end of the combat phase.
I read that as it gets to shoot at the end of your combat phase. So once you're done shooting, it's the last thing to shoot. So that makes sense.
Next up, the Nigel 2010. Keen can spend his stress to change any number of eyeballs to hits, including 0. There shouldn't be a turn in which Keen fires and keeps his stress unless you want him to, for some weird reason. Yep, I played that wrong. So Keen Firelander has the ability to, if he's stressed, he's the B-Wing pilot.
Yep.
So if he's got a stress, he can use that stress essentially as an offensive focus and turn the focus results on an attack into hits. I played it as if you had to actually get a focus result to be able to use it and spend it. But no, you can use it to spend 0, to change 0. So yeah,
Gotcha.
He shouldn't have been stressed. FC Bombadil quirk. You acquire target lock after every attack. That means you could reroll those dorsal turret attacks.
Yep. That was just bad tactics on my part, I guess. I forgot to reroll those.
Yeah, it's just a matter of when you're placing stuff. Yep. Kevin Rowland. Pretty sure you can't deploy Phantom when the Ghost is gone. That is destroyed too. This one, actually, no. With a docked ship, it works the same as, I believe, the Gozanti was the first ship that did that.
Yes.
That could have something docked to it. If the ship you're docked to is destroyed, you still deploy the smaller ship, but it takes 1 face-down damage card. It's different than... a couple of people brought up the same comment and talked about Bosk. With Bosk and the Houndstooth, the Z95 Headhunters, not actually technically attached. It just gets placed after the ship blows up. So, 2 similar but different rules. Next up, we have Rebels vs. Rebels, Combat Maneuvers, episode 32. Actually, no, this was Scum versus Rebels.
Yep.
Yeah, I probably wrote the wrong thing down. When the Jump Master wrongfully suffered the crit, Josh discarded the Astromech, then flipped the damage card down. Should have been discarded into the discard pile. When you flip discarded upgrade cards, while you flip discarded upgrade cards, damage cards go away into the discard pile. On camera,
on camera he flipped them, but then off camera he just moved them out of the way. So it was just... That was,
Yeah, I think that was more of an editing thing, because I went back and watched the clip, and it didn't show the whole thing. So I did end up discarding it. I started by flipping it over, and then taking it and discarding it, but I think the clip got cut off. Mr. Cthulhu. Also, quirk. If I heard you right in the beginning, I believe you said you had 2 sets of extra munitions on each ship. That card is limited, so you can only have 1 on each ship.
Yep, you are absolutely correct. What I did was I actually built that list through basically like an army builder program. And it doesn't have anything saying whether the cards are limited or not. And I know we don't have enough cards to show everything like we normally do for that. So that's why we didn't have the cards out at that point. I was just explaining what everybody had. And the actual army builder didn't say it was limited. And I didn't think of it at the time because it actually showed everything correctly. Yep. It showed everything had double extra munitions on there. So I just crossed that out, didn't even think of it, double checked the card. You're right, it does say limited on it.
That was an error. I don't know. I don't think you'd want to run them anyways.
No, probably not. But it didn't actually come up because I didn't drop more than I think 3. So even if I had the 2 bombs and an extra munitions, I would have had 4 available, and I only dropped 2 or 3. So,
Mr. Cthulhu. Hey guys, huge bomb fan. Here are some things I noticed. 530. Cluster mines only cause damage on hits, not crits.
Yep, that was. I went to the wiki to look up that one, and it said all damage, but it didn't show the symbol for the damage thing. So when I looked on the card, it actually said suffers all damage, and then it shows the damage symbol. It doesn't show the crit symbol, so that was a mistake on my part. I thought it just said all damage, so any damage, whether you roll a hit or a crit, is what's taken, not just the damage symbols.
Okay, 830. When you drop bombs or mines on a ship, you place a token under the ship. Then if it is a bomb that explodes when you move over it or land on it, like cluster mines, they immediately go boom. Punishing one should have taken both those mines.
Didn't you? I thought you took the one that because I had the one that you were placed right on top of, and then you went over a second one. I thought you took both of them.
Yeah, I think I took both of them, but I don't know if we did them immediately on that one. But yeah, that's definitely right.
Yeah, because if you're sitting on it and you place the mover token, you're still technically starting your movement on the token, so that's why it would go off.
Right, so it is an immediate. Page 7 of the rules reference on
Fantasy Flight Games
website. I love that it's page 7 of the rules. Like, it's a fairly
it's like
deep. It's not like a super beginner rule. I like the rule books for these games. Then he said, try some bombs that explode at the end of activation. Really fun and make people do actions they don't want to, like boosting or barrel rolling.
Yep. I have a hard time with those. I've played 2 games off camera with them, and I always end up hitting myself more than my opponent because I can't get out of the way of my own bomb.
I was going to say, even if you try against me, joke's on you, because I boost and barrel roll.
Yeah, I'm going to say, you're just like, I don't even care.
Wrong things anyways. I would have made
I'm gonna put a bomb here. You're right here. Like, well, I was going over here anyway. Woo, I'm gone.
Blackwell Herd? Yep, that's what we're sticking with. Hey there, so at 5:34, Quirk rolled the cluster bomb damage and signed a hit and a crit to Josh's Jumpmaster.
This is
so it's the same,
we covered that
the same
already.
comments before. That's what we got.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. As always, if you happen to notice any errors in our X-Wing Combat Maneuvers Battle Reports, leave a page number, even though it's like, what? There's like 22 pages in the...
Yeah, but you know what? It definitely still helps to get the reference, because it saves me time going to look for it, everybody else. Because, I mean, the people that leave these comments care a lot about the game.
Yep.
So you're helping the entire rest of the community. It makes it easier on them.
Mm-hmm. So, and again, guys, make sure you leave those page numbers. Make sure you reference what's going on and what's the actual correct thing to do. Also, don't forget to check the FAQs and the errata, because those have come up a couple times for us.
Yeah, they pop up every once in a while.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's plenty of things I've missed in the errata.
Yep. It's all those little subtle changes where it's just like, oh, they changed like 2 words here. You're like, oh.
And then every once in a while we'll have one. We're going to do a video, and then it comes out after an FAQ is released, and everybody's like, you're doing it wrong.
And we're like, we weren't at the time. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, happy wargaming.